Thank you, Madam Chair, for holding today's hearing. Thank you for those encouraging words of outreach. Now that we are 5 months past when committee Republicans filed our bill, the Renter Protection Act. And I want to thank you for attaching that bill to this hearing, which is supported by every Republican on the committee. The bill makes common sense reforms to Treasury's rental assistance programs to get help to renters and landlords now. It is a bill we should have considered months ago, before the eviction moratorium expired and before renters and landlords had the rug pulled out from underneath them. Committee Republicans have been raising the alarm since it became clear the Treasury Department was failing to get renter relief out the door. To state the obvious, the Emergency Rental Assistance Program isn't working. Congress gave the Treasury Department more than $46 billion to help renters and property owners survive the pandemic. Back in May, I asked Treasury to provide basic data that would help us understand where all that money is and why it hasn't reached renters. They couldn't answer those questions, and they still can't. We had a hearing late in July with a HUD secretary who was profoundly unprepared to answer basic questions about this important program. We ask, is rental assistance money being used to help COVID-impacted families? And she told us, quote, I have no idea. Let me repeat. The HUD secretary said, I have no idea. That is unacceptable. The whole process has been unacceptable. It has been 2 months since the federal eviction moratorium expired and several weeks since the Supreme Court struck down President Biden's last-minute extension. And here we are again, asking why isn't the program working and how can we fix it? Is Secretary Yellen here? No. Did the majority invite her? No. And she is in charge of deploying these monies. Committee Republicans did, and to no one's surprise, she didn't agree to come. And again, she didn't come to answer these basic questions that we all have on both sides of the aisle. 3 days ago, Democrats finally put forward their alternative. You may have not heard or read about it, so I'll summarize it for you. More red tape, more bureaucracy, more delays. Simply put, Democrats' bill will not fix the Biden administration's abject failure. So here's what we should be doing. Number one, we should consolidate all the rental assistance programs into one easy-to-manage program for localities to administer. 2, reform the program so money goes to property owners to settle back debts so families can stay in their homes. And 3, we need to make it easier for property owners to participate on behalf of residents. Finally, we have to require grantees to move faster, for example, by accepting bulk applications. It seems like Democrats in Washington forgot that the purpose of the program is to pay back rent. This isn't difficult. To get the program back on track, it simply requires that our solutions be targeted, timely, and tied to COVID. But the bill put forward by Democrats would only make things worse, not better. So instead of actually solving problems today, there will be more finger pointing at the previous administration by my Democrat friends, and more proposals to empower liberal activists by my Democrat friends, and zero plans to hold the Biden administration accountable for their failures. Very typical of my Democrat friends right now. This is a shame. Since it appears our bill won't get a fair shake in this committee, this morning I filed a discharge petition for the Renter Protection Act. I would encourage every member to sign on to it. And with that, I look forward to the panel, and I yield back.
Thank you.